Hi everyone, this is Charandeep Kapoor. A lot of you have been asking us about the options analytics page on Delta Exchange India, and it is finally live. So how do you reach this page? So from the home page, just click on options analytics in the top bar and you will be taken to this page. So let me just go through the features which you have on this page for you very quickly. The first one is the open interest. What is the open interest? Open interest is the total sum of bought and sold options at a particular strike, be it call or put options. So, for an example, let's take the $60,000 strike. It says that 99.6k and for the calls and 283k for the puts. Notional open interest has been created. What does this mean? So, one Bitcoin is roughly $70,000. So 99k worth of calls would mean roughly 1.5 Bitcoin, and for the puts it would mean approximately 4 Bitcoin worth of put options have been bought and sold at this strike. Okay, what does the open interest tell us? The open interest tells us that mainly where are the traders concentrating their bought and sold options bets on. So as you can see, the highest open interest in the put side is the $61,000 strike, and the highest open interest on the call side is the $73,000 strike. So it is fair to assume that 61,000 and 73,000 are where the traders are concentrating their bets. So it could be that the traders are taking a short strangle or a long strangle or simply a naked call or put long or a put short at these strikes. Okay. Also, the total call open interest is $9 million and the total open interest is $9.45 million, which gives us a PCR ratio of 1.03. What is the PCR ratio? PCR ratio is the put call ratio, and it is usually used as a contrarian indicator. So, higher the put call ratio would mean that the market is bound for a reversal, and lower the put call ratio would mean that there would be an upcoming bullishness in the market. The next feature is the open interest change, which tells us how the open interest chart has performed in the past 1 to 24 hours. Okay, so as we can see here, the open interest has been steadily increasing on the $73,000 strike, which we just discussed above, whereas for the $61,000 strike, the open interest has been decreasing. So this put open interest has been decreasing and this call open interest has been increasing. What does this mean? So people are buying or selling more call options and they are exiting out of their options. As you can see, a lot of put open interest has been reduced on the lower strikes. Next is the volume versus strike. So this will give us the maximum traded option of the past 24 hour has been the 71,000 call option, and for the puts it is on the 66,000. Okay, then we have the IV versus RV chart. So RV is the realized volatility and IV is the implied volatility. Implied volatility is shown in red and RV is shown in green. So as you can see, employed volatility reached a peak of 71% here and it has been steadily decreasing to 33% for Bitcoin. So what does this mean? A decreasing IV would mean that the premiums for the options are decreasing, which means that the traders are not expecting a big move to come into the market, and this is a good time to buy options rather than selling them. Okay, and similarly, if the IV was increasing above the RV, it would mean that this is a good time to sell options and the traders are expecting the IV to come down. This is the IV minus RV chart. This is the implied volatility smile curves, which tells us the implied volatility on all strikes. As you can see, the implied volatility is higher towards the OTM call options, so it is about 136%, whereas for the OTM put options it is only 124%. So the traders are expecting the market to go up. That is why they are continuously buying OTM call options, which has led to an increase in the implied volatility. Then lastly, we have the taker activity. What is the taker activity? So this shows how the traders on Delta Exchange are trading. So if we pick up, let's say, the $73,000 strike, which we just discussed above, which had the maximum call open interest, it means that out of the total call open interest, $1.13 million worth of notional calls have been bought and 700k notional worth of calls have been sold, which you can conclude that the traders are bullish on this strike and they expect Bitcoin to rise above the level of $73,000. That is why they have bought a net amount of calls for this strike. Also, if we check the maximum put open interest, 61,000. So here we can see $90,000 worth of puts have been sold and $142,000 worth of puts have been bought. So this is a net put buy. So people are basically buying puts at the $61,000 strike and selling and buying calls at the $73,000 strike. So the maximum call and put open interest which you just saw above has been made out of bought options. So this would mean that the traders are buying strangles or buying naked call and put long, and they expect Bitcoin to either break towards the upside or towards the downside. And this chart shows us the recent option trades which have been taken. So as you can see, I'm recording this video at 1:09, and in just this past minute, 3 trades have been taken, which were all for the put side. So and 2 of these put options have been bought and 1 has been sold, and this will update live as you can see on my screen. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below, and please like and subscribe the channel.